Hello, everyone. I'm Trey Cunneen, and I'm a CSPN reporter. I'm here with freshman water polo player Jake Wedding. Jake, welcome to the studio.
Hi, Trey. Thank you so much for having me.
So let's get this thing off. So how is the team looking this year for water polo?
I mean, the team's looking really good this year. I can tell that everybody's been putting in their hours and they've been working as hard as they can. So hopefully we can win a state championship this year.
So what's it like to be? Because obviously freshmen, it's usually you're playing on JV, you're working through development. You kind of got here and were instantly put into that first group. So what's it like to have an important team role as a freshman?
I mean, I'm honestly really honored that I can, come out and help as many kids as I can and hopefully improve the team as much as possible. And, it really means a lot.
So what drives the team this year? Like, do you have any team leaders? Anyone who really pushes you guys to get to the next level?
Yeah, I'd say all our seniors really do a great job of motivating us and making sure that we're all focused on our goals and keeping us in perspective.
What are the goals for this team this year? I mean, obviously you haven't played in 2 years. No, a lot. Everyone, the sophomores and freshmen, haven't played a varsity game ever.
Right.
So, do you guys have any goals for this season?
Honestly, I think just improving as a team overall, and what would be nice is if we could, win a state championship this year.
Yeah, that's obviously.
Yeah.
Cool. So we've talked a little bit about the team. So let's talk a little bit about Jake Wedding.
Yeah.
So what does your weekly schedule kind of look like when you're playing club water polo?
Club water polo is 8 o'clock to 10:30 practices every night, every day. Games on Saturdays, and then high school water polo is just the same. It's just 3 to 5.
Yeah. So you obviously got to be on the swim team this year, varsity swim. 16th place at state. They were a solid team.
Yeah.
I was there with you and all that. So what was it like to be on that Chaminade swim team?
Being on the Chaminade swim team was awesome. It was a good experience to kind of get to know some high schoolers. Coming in as a freshman, know some upperclassmen, and swim team was just it was a great bonding experience. I got to know a lot of good guys.
So how would you, obviously the water polo season is just kind of getting started, but how would you compare your swim team experience to your water polo team experience?
Oh man, well, water polo is something I'm really really passionate about. So when I go out there, I'm more of a leader in the water polo perspective. During swim team, I was just trying to get by. But swim team was really definitely it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So water polo is a little bit of a strange sport. It's not necessarily the first thing you think of. So how did you get into water polo?
So it was actually through my summer swim team coach. He ran a water polo camp, and he said, he wanted me to play over the summer. So he introduced me to my now club season slap.
So is there anyone who inspires you with water polo or any role models?
I'd say my dad. My dad really motivates me to, push for that next step. Go to practice when I don't want to, put in the hours that when I would rather sleep in and play Fortnite or something.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I think you might be the first person ever to be interviewed by CSPN before they've even played a varsity game in their sport.
Yeah, that means a lot.
At the baseball game, and Mark Scott was like, dude, we have to get an interview with this guy, Trey. We have to get an interview.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, he hasn't played a game.
Yeah.
Obviously you've had some big expectations coming into this season. How do you handle stuff like that?
It's definitely a lot. Sometimes you feel. What if you don't meet those expectations? But at the end of the day, all you know is how much work you've put in, and I think that's just end goal. That's what it is.
Yeah. Has there been anything that's majorly set you back here in your journey to getting here?
There definitely there's been some times where I've thought about quitting or where things didn't go my way. I'd say the biggest one was when I was one step away from making the national team, and then I just played pretty poorly, and but that's something that motivates me to just keep going.
Yeah. So thank you, Jake. Obviously, this is going to air right before your first ever varsity water polo game against SLU.
Yeah.
But thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Trey. Yeah.
So we're going to send it back down to myself and Conrad Hogenkamp, who are live from the Chaminade pool for today's varsity game. Thank you.